if a Joshua tree falls down in the forest and hundreds of millions of people are there to hear it, does it make a great episode of At the Music? Yes. But Matt, have I still found what I'm looking for?
So it's another conspicuous absence in Matt Gotchy's listening history, The Joshua Tree by U2, the fastest selling UK record of all time. It's embarrassing that I have not heard the dulcet tones of Edge's guitar shimmering into the American desert as Bono howls into the wind.
I haven't looked up what the Joshua Tree is, but I think it's an American tree. And the whole record's about the heartland, which if you don't know is sort of like regular land, but more powerful. The thing about Bono and his friends is that even though they're Irish, they really like kind of America on this album. And there's lots of songs about like the plains. I like songs about the plains, but it's a bit odd from Irishmen.
I tell you what, they're a bit out of place, aren't they, these paddies?
Can you say paddies?
You can't say dirty mix.
What I found really confronting on this record is that it's quite commonly known that like Bono and his friends are Irish, but then you turn on the record and he just sings like a normal guy. Like it's not like, oh, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for, with or without you. You know, it's very, then you think, why aren't you doing the voice?
Yeah.
This was a landmark recording. Because it's sort of like one of your earlier sort of like stadium records, you know, it's sort of like big.
I liked it a lot more than I thought because famously Bono is a bit of a prick. I haven't actually listened to a full U2 record before, despite their efforts with the fucking U-Tunes stunt.
They put their record onto people's U-Pods and then it made everyone kind of feel like U2 was a part of them. Songs of Innocence was the name of that record, but actually there's nothing innocent about it. Like the funny thing about U2 is that for a band with that much money, they're still one of the worst dressed and worst looking bands in the world.
Well, that's because, you know, at the end of the day, they're humble young Irish boys from the blocks of Dublin.
And the other thing that Bono and the boys, the Bono boys have is the music. Even though it's stadium music, it's intimate music. It's a nice sounding record and the songwriting is good.
Well, he's kind of a bit annoyingly dramatic as a singer, Bono. He's definitely very self-important, but he writes a good hook, I'll give him that. Edge, on the other hand, he's got to be one of the most overrated guitar players in the world. If you give yourself a monosyllabic name, you have to be pretty fucking good at what you do. He's not deserving of a cute nickname like Edge. The Edge, is it the Edge or is it Edge?
Yeah, I think it's just Edge.
Rhythm section's good, but they've got regular names.
The thing about Bono is that, you know, he always kind of comes off as this sort of like big Irish cunt. But the thing about him is that he's very well known for his pro bono work. Did you know that Bono has enough money to pay for Africa to have like a big school and like a big well that everyone could go to? And chooses not to.
Wait, what, like one school and one well?
I mean, it's a good record, the Joshua Tree. I liked it, actually. It's pretty catchy. It's pretty fun. It's not serious. I mean, you know, it's a very serious band, but I rarely felt moved.
Speaking of Zacs, how many Zacs do you give it? With
or without U2, but in this case with U2, I would give it 4 Zacs and half a Gotchy. It's really good.
For me personally, a lot less shit than anticipated. I mean, I prefer Bono's electronic music as Bonobo, but I will say that the Joshua Tree is a smash hit. This golden goose has laid a golden egg, so that's 4 Zacs and half a Gotchy for me as well. Gotchy.
I feel like in 2017, like, why do we even have like bands anymore? Like, if you know, why do you need like someone to play the, you know, they should be session musicians, and Bono should have said from day one with U2, I am the fucking band. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't see like fucking Lord coming out and being like, oh, we're the famous children. You know, it's Lord.
Yeah.
It's not like a bunch of other cunts like living off her.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not Bob Geldof and the Tutti Fruities. It's Bob fucking Geldof.